Welcome to my podcast. My name is Mary, and this is where I share my thoughts with you, sometimes from my own experience and sometimes strengthened by the knowledge I've gained in my experiment with human design. For me, to let go in practice is to transform my life force into creativity. If, as a listener, you can pick up something from this or take it into your own life, you are most welcome to do so. If you would like to enter the experiment of human design yourself, or you're looking for a coach, please go to my website and contact me. Maybe I can guide you in the journey towards yourself. You'll find the link in the show notes. But for now, I wish you lots of inspiration and insights with this new episode. Enjoy the ride. I'm not original. No, I'm not original. I have never had an original thought in my entire life. A thought that came entirely from my own brain, that I put together myself and thought about very deeply. You see, I have an open mind. I can spend all day thinking about questions that don't matter to me. My mind is full of all kinds of doubts, questions, answers, and thought processes around topics that do not matter to me. I feel the mental pressure to think about and find answers to other people's questions all day long. And that's fine, because that's also immediately the power of having an open mind. As long as I do not let my open mind and the thoughts of others decide what is right for me, it is a wonderful spectacle to watch. Deconditioning the system is primarily deconditioning the power of the mind. In other words, learning to watch what your mind is telling you and how your mind can fool you, and then chuckle smugly at it. I am experimenting with learning to listen to my body and letting my mind chatter, and recognizing in it what is mine and what is not mine, and what I don't need to do anything with. And by that, I actually mean that everything that goes around in my mind, where I mentally create all kinds of stories, opinions, ideas, patterns, and abstractions, that this always, but really always, comes from the minds of others around me. That every thought that comes to me is therefore from someone else, or from something else, if you want to make it very esoteric for a moment. And how funny is that? So I am literally able to read someone else's thoughts. Spooky. Getting inspiration from the world around us is a trip for many people that they want to solve in their mind, and what then they are trying to make sense of. Our mind is a fantastic measuring instrument in this regard. We measure ourselves against other people. How do they do it? What can I learn from that? How can I apply that myself? And there is nothing wrong with that, as long as you don't use it to become yourself. Because that's not what the mind is good at. The mind prefers to distract you from what you really are. It mainly looks for everything you are not, and then tries to convince you that you should also become what you're not, because, according to your mind, that gives you peace, or success, or wonder, or satisfaction. But it's not the purpose of inspiration. Inspiration is meant to show you the possibilities of looking at something in different ways. The this and the that, and no more than that. For people with an open mind, life is a hodgepodge of ideas, thoughts, concepts, opinions, patterns, answers, and experiences. I experience this the same way with my open mind. But it is not where I make the decisions that matter to me. because then I'm making a decision based on someone else's thoughts. And that is precisely something I've said goodbye to. Because if I no longer let my mind decide what to do, but use my mind as a source of inspiration for others, and I follow my body's strategy and follow my authority for decision making, then I will not receive any resistance in my life. Because resistance is actually always in my mind. It's my mind trying to distract me from who I actually am. Free your mind and the rest will follow. It's true as a sore thumb. If you also want to free yourself from your mind, then you're welcome in my mind. Then I will look with you at where you are stuck and where you're not yourself, but someone else's thoughts. Cool, right? Nice to meet you. Thank you for listening to this episode. I hope you will join me next time for new insights and stories. And if you like this and want to follow me, subscribe to my podcast or share it with others or on your socials. I would highly appreciate that. Background music by Robin Melwijk. Text Mary, marykcoaching.nl.